Today, I want to speak about choice. It's often a topic that is talked about, and it's often talked about in one way, like you have choice or you don't have choice. The other way we can approach this idea of choice, it's through the perspective of cause and effect. Because if I can choose something, that means that my choice is causing some kind of effect. So the other way we can approach this idea of choice, or this sense of choosing or being the one who choose, is the cause and effect. And often in in our modern time, there is this saying, right? Every cause has an effect, and every effect have a cause. This is kind of the mantra of this dualistic experience that we are having. Everything I do have an effect. Every time I move a part of my body, so now this muscle is tense, and the muscle on the opposite side need to relax for the movement to happen, right? If I hit something, that means that there is something who is getting cold, and it's just like everything seems to appear as a cause and an effect constantly. This seems to be the seemingly rule of our experience now. What is interesting with this cause and effect, it's to understand that there is two levels at which we can understand this principle of cause and effect. And they are both completely valid from the perspective, from the level from which your perspective is listening or understanding moment to moment. So the first level is to say, of course I have choice. I can move my arms, I can speak, I can say the word that come to my mind, or I cannot say them. I can think, I cannot think. I can choose my work, I can choose what to pay, what to eat. And we can dive into this sense of choosing, but this is kind of the first level, right? I'm here, I'm a person, I have choice, and everyone has choice, and we are here traveling, and we do our best, and this is the narrative, right? This is the first level, the level of the limited perspective. Okay, and there is another level, another dimension, which is a way more broad perspective, so broad that there is no boundary to it. It's kind of this limitless perspective of what is here. And from that perspective, there is no two different things to choose between. And not, and the cause is within itself. So there is not really cause and effect. Right? So that maybe seems a little bit like mystical, or maybe confused, or what the hell I'm speaking about. So I'm sure that every one of you have at least dreamed one day in its life. Any dream can be a nightmare, can be an amazing dream. The point is, the dream is a very good symbol to understand this principle of levels and the different perspective from which cause and effect can be understood. So, for example, let's say now I'm falling asleep, and now there is a dream. I'm dreaming something, and within the dream, I pick up something and I drop it. Right? I'm just walking, and I'm in my dream. The pen is dropping, and everything seems to have laws, physical law, right? There is car who move forward, who can grip, who seem to be stuck in the road in my dreams. There's maybe birds flying, and they seem to move their wings, you know. There is a sun arising. So, for example, in the dream, there can seem to be gravity. And maybe it seems obvious, like, of course I'm dreaming, so there is some gravity. But if you look very, if me, my dream, if something is dropping and is falling down in my experience of sight, in my dream, what is causing the object of falling down? The effect is, if something is in the air, it dropped down. It fell down. It's falling. Okay. But in a dream, there is no gravity, right? So you tell me, what is causing the seemingly object in my dream of falling? What is the cause of this falling? Gravity cannot be gravity, because there is no gravity in a dream. So the dream will mimic the law of the universe as you understand them, probably. Probably, not all the dreams do. You can fly and everything. But again, even when you fly, into what are you flying? Right? There is some kind of air. There is some kind of experience of distance, like we are flying towards something, right? But there is no distance within a dream. Everything is made up. So within the dream, this is the limited perspective. I seem to have choice. It seems to have cause and effect. In my dream, someone shoot at me and just something happened in my body and suddenly I'm dying, I'm feeling that I'm dying. But there is no bullet, there is no person, there is no powder who can get on fire, who can project something through a tube, which this bullet will travel through air and space and reach some kind of physical. All of this, it's a story. There is no, in every step of this event, on any situation in the dream, there is only effect, apparently effect. But where is the cause? What is the cause of anything in a dream? So this is the understanding. It's within the dream, within the understanding of limitation, within the limited perspective, everything seems to have a cause and an effect. And I seem to have choice. And within this understanding, we can speak about how to use it, how to make it purposeful and meaningful and everything. Okay, that's fine. I'm not negating this. I'm just saying that's one way of perceiving it and understanding it. The other one is asking, what in my dream, when I'm dreaming, what is the cause of everything that is happening? That's where the cause, depending on our language and our tradition or where we come from, we will use different words. If I'm dreaming, I can say it's my mind, right? When I'm dreaming, I can say my mind is causing everything. So the cause of everything in my dream is the mind. It's my mind. And the effect is the mind. So there is no really cause and effect. Or if you want to still use this vocabulary, you can say the cause is my mind and the effect is the dream. But in the effect, there is no something different than the mind. It's just more of the same. So, it's very fast we see that the cause and effect, it's just a way of speaking, but it doesn't make sense. But so, that's when we dream. So now you tell me right now, in our experience, there seems to be cause and effect. But when we explore them very carefully, when we explore thoughts, the phenomenon of thought, how it happened, how it unfolds, when we explore sensation, how hard is the body, is it really solid? When I explore my body directly, it just boils down into sensation. And so now I cannot say I have a body, I can say I'm experiencing sensation. So sensation are the cause of the body. But the body is the effect. The cause is sensation. And then if I boil down sensation again, I just find my experience, consciousness, awareness, whatever word you want to use. So again, now consciousness or awareness is the cause of sensation. And now, because what is the cause of this awareness? And that's where you step back, and you start to see that there is a way of speaking of cause and effect that is way more interesting and way more curious to explore. Another way to explore this choice belief, or this sense of choosing. So now we are in this, because thought, it's an effect, right? Sensation are an effect, and perception also are effect. And those three appear in my experience. There is thinking, sensing, and perceiving. And that's this is the stuff of what my experience is made of. And what it is that is observing it, or the witness of it, we can say it's awareness. Awareness is witnessing experience. But the experience is not the cause of the awareness. There's no thought is not causing awareness. Sensation are not causing awareness. Perception, sight, sound, taste, and smell is not causing awareness. So if you want to, we can use this way of speaking to say awareness is the only cause. And that way there is no choice in what you choose. Because just like in the dream, there is awareness, and everything you find when you explore is just more of the same. It's more awareness. It seems different, but it's just the same. So in that understanding, there is no choice. There is only what is here that seems to be different, but is just more of the same, just like a dream. So this understanding and teaching is very profound and beautiful. But it is important to be clear from which place you are on understanding it. Because if you feel that you are in a limited perspective, in a person, in a life with choice, and can produce effect in this world, I can break things, I can change the world by doing anything, I can save people, that's fine. We can talk about that, and it's perfectly fine. But there you are interpreting life, interpreting experience, interpreting the teaching from a limited perspective. The sense of choice that you feel in the waking state, it's an effect of something greater than you person, that your mind, your limited mind, your body, or what you think, your personality. Your experience as a person is an effect, and there is no choice there. Even if they seems to appear at this level, that's not where the choice is. The choice is in something that is, and it's not a thing, it's not like an object, it's not like an entity, but it's, I need to speak, so, of the thing that is greater, that is producing all of the experience that is present. Just as in a dream, if you see a knight which want to kill a dragon, the fight and whatever they choose to do, the whole scenario is not the choice of the knight or the choice of the dragon, is the choice of the mind that is projecting the dream. that's where the choice is, if we want to speak about choice. That's where the cause is, if we want to speak about cause and effect. So in the waking state, it's the same. Your life, it's an effect, is not causing anything. So why it's meaningful in day-to-day life? Because whenever I am angry, what the cause of my emotion is not in what I perceive. It's deeply, deeply, deeply into my being. So I can withdraw the anger I have for people, for outside event. I can withdraw the guilt of this terrible world where we live, and there is so much war and misery. We can just withdraw everything from that and say, okay, if I feel all of this emotion, it's not because this is happening. It is for another cause. The source is somewhere else.